Welcome to EPG Pathshala in the paper of open source software and in the subject of information technology. Friends, till now we have seen how Linux is helpful, what are different programming capabilities, how we can write shell scripts. Now let us focus on application software. Few application software that are widely used by people. It can be installed on either Linux or some proprietary software like Windows operating system. Today our discussion will be about Open Office Suite. Now when we talk about Office Suite, they are collection of application programs or collection of software which gives entire suite of software. Our focus will be on LibreOffice. We will discuss what is LibreOffice, what are the capabilities of LibreOffice, but we will also discuss how it evolved, how LibreOffice was developed as an open source software. So, the philosophy behind developing LibreOffice will also be covered. So, our objectives are, we will first see what is LibreOffice, then we will discuss components of LibreOffice and features of LibreOffice. Let us begin our discussion with the evolution of LibreOffice. Let us begin our discussion with the overview of Office Suite. What Office Suite provides, what are the features provided by Office Suite. So, an Office Suite, as I said, it is a collection of bundled productivity software that is generally used by people like us who are knowledge workers. If we want to draft a document, if we want to write emails, we use word processor. It is a software which can be used for creating documents, letters, creating of articles, etc. So, when we say word processor, in MS Office, which is proprietary software of Microsoft, there is MS Word, whereas in our Office Suite there is a software called Writer. So, the Writer software will provide features of word processing. We can also create books and articles, research papers using such kind of processors. Another software which comes with Office Suite is spreadsheet package. Spreadsheets are generally used for calculations. So, when we want to calculate salary, when we calculate profit and loss, accounts, in those cases spreadsheet package is helpful. There is another presentation program. When we want to create presentations, the presentations in form of slides, slide shows along with animations, it can be created using presentation program. There is a database software which can go with the Office Suite. So, when we want to maintain records of people, when there are large number of data and we want to do some kind of processing, we call it CRUD operation, then database software are also useful. CRUD means we can create or update or modify databases, we can create records, we can add or delete records. So, those are the CRUD operations which can be done with the database software. There can be graphics unit which allows us to draw objects, which allows us to create smart art. We can create engineering drawings, algorithms, flow charts. So, those kind of drawings, that is flow charts on the basis of algorithm, such drawings can be created using the graphics tools that are available with Office Suite. Few other tools which can go along with the Office Suite can be publishing software to create banners, pamphlets, brochures, etc. There can be formula editor. So, it is good for mathematicians who want to write equations, formulas. They can use formula editor to create formulas. There can be diagramming tools. We can create diagrams, network diagram, civil drawings, etc. There can be email clients. Very widely used email client is MS Outlook, which comes with Microsoft operating system. There can be communication software which makes part of Office Suite. It can be a chat kind of communication or it can be a video based communication. Real time communications can be achieved through communication software. There can be personal information manager, address books, there can be note taking software. Nowadays, groupwares are being popularly used because with the help of internet we can create good collaborative software. So, groupware is also a part of Office suite. There can be few other application softwares like project management software. We can create project, we can create deadlines, we can schedule our projects, we can create Gantt chart, and PERT CPM kind of analysis can be done with those project management software. And finally, there can be web log analysis kind of tool. So, if we have our own website, there are summarizing tools which will create a summary of our web logs, our who accessed our server at what time, how much hits were done. So, such kind of utilities and applications, they all come together and give us an Office suite. Microsoft has a very good Office suite, that is MS Office. So, MS Office contains MS Word, MS Excel, PowerPoint. Word is a word processing or writer program to create documents. Excel is for spreadsheet, PowerPoint is to make presentations. Apart from this, it has Outlook, it has Skype for communications, Outlook is for emails. There is something like OneNote, you can create notes, and it also supports collaboration with Office 365 along with OneDrive and so on. So, when the proprietary world like Microsoft has its own Office suite, there is also a comparable Office suite with the open source domain. Not just one, we have two different Office suite. Most of them are similar. One is Apache OpenOffice, which also provides lot of functionalities and programs that we have discussed. The other is LibreOffice, which is almost similar to OpenOffice with minor differences. So, let us see how these Office suite evolved and now what we get as a part of LibreOffice. See the timeline. The development of current OpenOffice suite, it began very early, somewhere in 1985. Earlier there was Star Office. Star Office was a proprietary software. So, you can see the timeline. There was Star Office which was evolving up to 15 years, nearly 15 years, from 85 up to 2000. Star Office was being used. It was provided as trialware. Later on, Star Office team bifurcated and created OpenOffice. So, now there were two versions. Star Office was a proprietary software and there was a fork of OpenOffice. Due to some commercial issues, the developers forked into another group that was called OpenOffice. And later on, there was one more fork in future 2005 or so, there was one more fork which created NeoOffice. So, this is how the open source revolution started in Office suite. Earlier, a single fork of OpenOffice, it continued and there were simultaneous forks. So, as of now, we have two widely used OpenOffice suite, one is LibreOffice, the other one is Apache OpenOffice. The blue line indicates Apache OpenOffice, green line indicates LibreOffice, and there is another NeoOffice that is used by Mac OS. So, the open source community have choice of either using LibreOffice or either using Apache OpenOffice. Now, let us see what happened at this place somewhere in 2010. Earlier there was Star Office, the initiation was of Star Office, it was with Sun Microsystem. Later on, Sun Microsystem was taken by Oracle. So, there was OpenOffice group, Oracle had its own OpenOffice, and gradually you can see Oracle OpenOffice group was forked into Apache OpenOffice. The OpenOffice code was given to Apache company. So, it was now it is Apache OpenOffice, and the OpenOffice suite provided by Apache is licensed under Apache license. From this team, OpenOffice team, it forked into LibreOffice. Somewhere in 2011, they created LibreOffice, and somewhere in 2012, it was Apache OpenOffice was created. So, the real open source revolution took place in 2011 and onwards, prior to which there were open source software, but they were maintained by some company or firm. LibreOffice is truly open source. It is being managed by an organization which supports open source, and similarly Apache OpenOffice is also truly open source, which is given in Apache license. We won't discuss more about NeoOffice because most of the Office versions they are available for Macintosh, Mac OS. So, let us see how this Star Office started developing. Now, Star Office it started in 1985. They had a division that was Star division, and they had a software known as Star Writer. Star Office was acquired by Sun Microsystems somewhere in 1999, and Sun Microsystems used to provide Star Office as a trialware. Later on, somewhere in 2010, Sun Microsystems was acquired by Oracle, and so the code of Star Office now it was part of Oracle. Since 2010, Star Office has been discontinued because the same code of Star Office now it has been converted into some other software. So, the journey of Star Office it started in 85. Earlier it was being provided by Star division. Later on Star Office was acquired by Sun Microsystems, which was further acquired by Oracle. So, the journey of Star Office started in 85 and it ended in somewhere around 2010. Apache OpenOffice, it is a purely open source software which is written in C++ and Java. Apache is distributed by under Apache license 2. It supports Linux, Windows and Mac OS. Being open source, it has advantage of supporting multiple operating systems. It supports 38 languages and it adheres to the standards of open document format. Now, you can see Apache OpenOffice, it was released somewhere in 2012, whereas LibreOffice was released in 2011. So, let us see how LibreOffice evolved. LibreOffice is written in C++, Java and Python. Some part of Python is used. It supports lot of OS like Linux, Windows, Mac OS, FreeBSD, NetBSD, and there is a viewer for Android. It has a wide variety of support for 110 languages. So, most of the global community can use LibreOffice in their own native language. In future, we will see a screen where we have used LibreOffice in some other language. It adheres to the open document standard and is released under 3 licenses: GPL, LGPL, Apache and MPL version 2. Now, the initial release of LibreOffice was in 2011. So, LibreOffice was released first, followed by the release of Apache OpenOffice. But the interesting thing is the code of LibreOffice is borrowed from OpenOffice. We can see from the fork diagram, earlier there was Star Office which matured into OpenOffice. From OpenOffice, it was forked into LibreOffice, and later on the OpenOffice became Apache OpenOffice. So, when we see the interface, most of the interface of LibreOffice and Apache OpenOffice they are similar. There are very few differences between the interface of Apache OpenOffice or LibreOffice. Maybe 1 or 2 difference which can strike into our eyes. Most of the differences are in the menus and submenus. There is a major difference, that is Apache OpenOffice is released the release cycle of Apache OpenOffice is not frequent, whereas in LibreOffice it has a frequent release cycle. So, LibreOffice you can see small updates very frequently, small changes that immediately come into LibreOffice. The release is very fast, whereas in Apache OpenOffice the release duration being very large, we see dramatic changes when there is a new version. So, if we are using Apache OpenOffice, probably for maybe 6 months or 1 year you may not see a new release, whereas in LibreOffice every now and then you come across frequent releases. The advantage of frequent releases, it is more bug free and more stable, more secure compared to the other one. But more or less the menu are similar. One more point, that is Apache OpenOffice or LibreOffice, they can be downloaded, they can be installed on Windows operating system or on Linux operating system. So, being open source, it is not necessary that it is installed only on Linux. They also support proprietary operating system like MS Windows. Most of the Linux operating systems nowadays they come with LibreOffice. So, if I am installing a Linux system, a desktop environment, along with the desktop environment I may install LibreOffice. It is by default included in the Linux operating system, whereas in the case of Apache OpenOffice, probably I would have to download the executables and I can install it. So, let us see the features of these Office suite one by one. Now, Apache OpenOffice, the most of components are, there is a writer program which is a word processor, Calc is a spreadsheet program, Impress is a presentation program, there is math program for equation creation and editing, Base is used for database management system, and there is a draw program to create vector graphics and to edit drawings that are almost similar to MS Visio, which is of Microsoft. All these programs or applications, they are almost similar to LibreOffice. Let us see what is there in LibreOffice. You can see LibreOffice also has its writer, Calc, Impress, Math, Base and drawing software. These are the icons that are used by LibreOffice, and LibreOffice is being supported by the Document Foundation. So, there is a well organized association of people at the Document Foundation who manages the entire LibreOffice suite. This is a sample screen of Writer. LibreOffice Writer is used to create documents, to edit documents. So, this is a sample document. We can create documents. It is a kind of what you see is what you get editor. You can see the font over here is bold. We can place images anywhere in the document. At the bottom line you can see the number of pages, number of words. So, when we compare LibreOffice and Apache OpenOffice, in LibreOffice this is what we get by default. The status of number of pages, number of words, it comes in LibreOffice by default. Now, let us see the menus. There is a file menu, edit, view menu, insert, format, table, tools, window and help. So, these are the different menu, and if we want to modify the document, we can use either of these menu. It is still using the old format that was provided in earlier distributions, whereas if we compare the LibreOffice Writer with MS Office, Microsoft Office has changed its interface. Instead of these toolbars and menu, they have provided ribbons, but the LibreOffice has carried on its same old format. They have not much revolutionized with the toolbars and menu items, and this is where the users will find it easy to use the LibreOffice Writer. The learning curve is not much compared to rest of the software. Now, when we compare LibreOffice with Apache OpenOffice, most of the menus will be same. The toolbars may differ at some places and the sub menus of these menus may differ at certain places. Let us explore what kind of facilities or functionalities are given by the LibreOffice Writer. So, to list few features, it provides templates and styles. We can create a template through which user can create documents. It has its own spelling and grammar checker. So, it has its inbuilt dictionary, you can check spelling, it checks for grammar. Statistical summaries like word and character count can be done. There are different page layouts. We can embed graphics and other objects into our documents. Say for example, in the previous slide, here you can see the graphics is embedded along with the document, and we can also place the graphics as per our requirement. The text can be at this side or it may be overlapped, the image can be modified, it can be cropped or it can be resized. So, such facilities are provided by the writer. Few other functionalities or features are, we have an inbuilt drawing tool. So, if we want to create a flow chart, we can create while using the inbuilt tool. It supports lot of colors and lot of styles to create lines, to create tables. It can support footnotes. We can also create master documents. We can track changes. So, if I am modifying a document, the original author may know what modifications were done or what the revisions were made. So, track changes is a feature that is good for proofreaders. The best part is the documents can be converted into PDF and we can edit those files. So, if I want to give a document to some other user, instead of creating a document in the native format of LibreOffice, I can export into the PDF format. There are also facilities to sign the document digitally and send by email. All these facilities are provided within the menu interface. Nowadays, LibreOffice has quite a good compatibility with other softwares like Microsoft Word or OpenOffice. Compatibility has never been an issue with LibreOffice. So, whatever documents are created with LibreOffice, we can open with the Microsoft Office suite. LibreOffice also provides us support to save the document in the Word format of Microsoft. If you are a researcher, probably you would be writing research papers, articles. So, there are facilities of creating bibliography databases. You can create references and you can integrate along with the paper through the help of LibreOffice Writer. It provides functionalities of mail merge. So, a single document can be modified and it can be sent to n number of recipients with the help of mail merge. Just by providing additional addresses, the content or the letter can be mailed by n number of users. There is equation editor. So, those who are mathematicians, statisticians, they can create their own equation. Equation editor can be integrated with the writer. It also provides indexing capabilities. So, if we are creating a book, we can create indexes, automatic index generation can be done, and it also provides support for autocorrect, autocomplete. So, if we make a spelling mistake or if we skip certain characters in a word, those features are also available. So, these are some prominent features that can be found in Writer. Apart from these, there are n number of features available. As of now, we will try to limit ourselves with these many features, because similar features are also available in most of the other Office application suites. Now, let us move to another application, that is Calc. Friends, you have seen or you might have used MS Excel. Excel is a Microsoft product. it is widely used in corporate world. Now and then they want some kind of calculation, they want to share data with each other. So, Excel is a very good application through which they can share data, they can perform calculations, they can perform summaries, or they can create graphics, charts with the help of Excel. As in Excel, the most of features are also available with the LibreOffice Calc software. It is a spreadsheet program where you will find the entire sheet is divided into columns and rows. So, the intersection of columns and rows will give you cell. Each cell has an address. So, whenever we want to place some data, we can place in each of the cell. We can write functions to calculate the sum of cell, we can calculate average, max, min. So, there are n number of functions through which we can do certain operations, and as and when the office is developing, the suite is developing, more and more functions are being added. So, instead of using mathematical functions, now we have rich functions like string based function, financial functions that can be used with the calc utility. Let us briefly see what are the menus and items, toolbars that are provided with the calc utility. You can see different toolbars. These intersection, they are cell, a particular cell is selected. So, each cell has a column and a row number. The surprising part over here will be, if you read the menu bar, it is in some other language. So, earlier we discussed that LibreOffice supports lot of languages. This is one example where we are using some different language. Even the data what we type can be in some other language. You can see there is a formula bar. Here you can type formula expressions, we can evaluate and the answer will be calculated over here. There are functionalities like sorting or arrangement of data which can be achieved by the menu items. The data menu contains lot of functionalities. We can validate the items, whatever has been typed, whether it is correct or not. All such validations can also be made with the data menu. There are menu items for creating chart. So, if we have some data, we can create charts or graphs on the basis of our data. It provides rich set of different graphs and charts. We can create a pie chart, histogram and so on, line chart. Different type of charts can be created with the help of LibreOffice Calc. Now, over here we can see, similar to the writer, there are some status bar which gives us the status of the data that is being typed. So, Calc is another software which is similar to Excel. Most of the features, the primary feature that are available in Excel, they are also available in Calc software. If we do not want to waste the amount or we do not want to spend in purchasing MS Office, we can use Calc as an alternate. Calc can also be installed on Windows or it can be installed on Linux. Let us move on to another software. Impress is one more application that is used to make presentations. You can see there is a default slide, we can add title, we can add content, we can create slideshows, we can rehearse slideshow, we can create animations. All these features they are available in Impress. Let us see a few other features. LibreOffice Draw is another software. We can create drawings. You can see a beautiful drawing over here. Such kind of flow charts, concept drawings, mind maps can be created. There are toolbars which can be used to insert shapes and text. Moving ahead, this is an example of equation editor. So, if we want to type equation, we can use words like A over B is equal to B over A plus B. So, when we type like this, we get some kind of equation, or we can use the graphical tool to create equations. These equations can be copied into the writer software, or this equation editor can be an integral part of the LibreOffice Writer package. Let us move ahead. This is LibreOffice Base, which is a database management software. We can create tables, we can create queries, we can create relationship, primary key, foreign key, and from the data we can create forms and reports. So, all the applications, utilities that are provided by MS Office DBMS software, the same kind of utility is also provided by LibreOffice Base. In MS Office we have MS Access kind of application. Over here we have LibreOffice Base application, where we can enter thousands of records and we can manage them with the help of queries, with the help of forms, and we can get reports. So, these are the default extensions that are being provided by LibreOffice. Spreadsheets have extension .ods, drawings, presentation, they have different extension. These are the different extensions and they are default extension. But if I want the Office documents to be imported into Word, MS Excel, then it does provide extension which can be opened in the MS Office suite. So, it is purely compatible. If we are creating a document in LibreOffice, no doubt we can open in MS Office, Microsoft Office suite, and vice versa. If there is a Microsoft document, we can open in the LibreOffice. Now, let us see a small video where we are using LibreOffice. You will go through the menus that are provided, and let us see how it is a feature rich Office suite. So, this is a window of LibreOffice Writer. Let us go through the menus one by one. The file menu, you can see lot of options are available. We can create PDF, as I said earlier, we can create digital signatures from the LibreOffice Writer itself. We can publish in web, we can preview in browser. To make changes, there is an edit menu. Plugins are supported. View menu, we can view different rulers, toolbars can be selected. Insert menu has support of inserting lot of other items like frames, tables, images, movies, sound, objects, and so on. Basic formatting can be done. Formatting of paragraphs, bullets, numberings, page titles with the help of format menu. Tables have a separate menu, so table management can be done through the tables menu. You can see I am creating a table of 3 columns and 2 rows. Various tools are also available for spell check, language, grammar. Mail merge is also there. This is an example of bibliographic database. As I said, we can create bibliography for writing research papers. Macros can be created. Macros are small programs that can be automated, or let us say tasks that can be automated. And there is a good help which is available online. We can download the extensive help of LibreOffice. It is in the kind of book form and you can learn by yourself. So, this is about LibreOffice. Let us see another application. This is LibreOffice Calc. It is a spreadsheet. The same kind of menus are available. There are wizards. You can send Excel sheet or this kind of spreadsheet. Whatever spreadsheets are created with Microsoft Excel can be opened in LibreOffice Calc. we can add columns, rows, we can add sheet. This is one sheet, we can create more sheet. Same kind of language tools are also available. A very beautiful tool of solver is there. So, it can solve optimization problems. Formulas can be tracked. Sorting is available. Validation can be done with the help of data menu. So, this is an example of function. As I said, there are various functions available, statistical, text based. These functions can be used within the Excel, these functions can be used within the calc sheet. Now, this is an example of Impress. It is used to create presentations. Different slide views are available. Slide management can be done. We can insert lot of objects like movie, sound. Spell check is also available with the presentation software. Slideshow can be managed with this presentation software. So, we have studied LibreOffice, and through certain videos we have also seen what kind of menus are available with the LibreOffice. Friends, I hope I have encouraged and motivated you enough that you can download LibreOffice. As I said, it is free, it is open source, and the beauty of this is it is a very small software. There is no need to download in GBs or in gigabytes. You can download the software and you can install on your Windows or on your Linux system. Please do experiment with LibreOffice. You may also use Apache OpenOffice and try to explore as many functionalities as you can. Thank you so much for watching this module.